your topics.
Hey, everybody, we're back here on the Baco Motorsports Power Hour. Griffith's going off on something. I don't know what's going on. But this was my first time covering the Sunday finals for the Hot Rod Reunion. I've only covered the March meet. So a different look at it, and I think we had a great experience and a great time. And, you know, it's a little bit more low-key than the March meet. You know, I don't know if it's necessarily as much fun as the March meet, but you know, I had an interesting experience, met some interesting people, met some folks from the Isle of Man, which, you know, is up there. I think it's in I want to say it's the Irish Sea, but it's between England and Ireland, and they had come out. And
I knew that.
They were I had to ask them because I thought it was in the channel, and they were like, oh no. But
that just shows the draw of the March meet
Yeah.
and the Hot Rod Reunion. You've got
Right.
people from throughout the world that
Yeah.
come to these events, which is pretty unique.
And they were drag racing enthusiasts already, but you know they kind of definitely went out of their way to come here, and they were familiar with the March meet, but they really wanted to know what the difference was. And I said, well, this will be full, and the car count will be it's a little more intense as far as the drivers go, I think, too. And that
The March meet?
The March meet.
Yeah, it's a drag race first.
Right.
Yeah.
So that was cool. I mean,
yeah.
we had a great time, and Griffith and I worked ourselves to a frenzy at the in Griff's place over there in the corner. So
Okay, that's kind of fun shooting. We tend to like to get the video and get it up and get it out so people can see what's going on.
Yeah, we got busy, and thanks to Rob Gibson for posting a lot of that.
Yeah, and the reunion it is you said it's a lot slower pace. It affords you the time to get the videos put
Right.
up. Where if you're at the March meet, it's just coverage. You're out there trying to capture it all.
Yeah.
And then, oh, by the way, we got to find a way to get this all
Right.
put up. So that's the difference in those two. It's just
Although
pace.
the racers, from the racers' perspective, they want to win.
Yeah, they
I
wanna
mean,
win.
It's an
for
important
them,
drag race.
Yeah. It's
an
an
important drag race.
Didn't start out that way, but it's become very important to win. It's now the beginning and the ending of the season, so it's very important.
We have this thing
Yeah.
over here, this thing next to
It's my
Blake.
guest.
It's his guest. We're going to talk about that in a minute here. But November 8th is the WCHRA event, and that's door slammers, gassers, the whole shebang, right?
Yeah, we actually have a test and tune scheduled Saturday and Sunday, the 8th and 9th. Tim Rigby, who promotes West Coast Hot Rod, had a rain out in Sacramento. So his season is kind of overlap into next year, but he wants to finish up one group, so he's going to jump on that date. So that
Right.
actually is a test and tune that we are having, and he's jumping on that date. But yeah, you're right there with
Okay.
West Coast Hot Rod being on that date.
Yeah, so that's the 8th, and
So-
go to the FamosoRaceways.com or WCHRA.net for more information on that. and
Yeah,
that'll
there's
come up.
pricing on there for Saturday and Sunday. It's
Right.
a weekend test and tune. That's our last one of the year, basically.
Okay. And we had this coming into the show. This was maybe a little play. Nope, there it is. This was our previous look at the March meet. And then on Sunday, we get the call, come on down to the press trailer. We have some new information for you, and we revealed this. And pretty
There it
exciting
is.
stuff.
Yes, yeah, we're really
How
excited.
excited are you about this?
This is great. This lets us hit the ground running for the March meet. It obviously infuses a little more cash into the event, and we get out and we already passed out almost 5,000 full color posters at the event on
Right.
Sunday as well. We had people all over the place, vendor row, down the front of the grandstands.
It was there
But-
on the. And these guys are good guys too to work with.
They really are. Yeah, Jim Mayer is the owner operator of Good Vibrations Motorsports, and he was there all weekend and just pumped to be involved. And obviously his support just lets us just do that much better of a job on the event.
And
Absolutely.
as an aside, we were posting video. I'm going, well, look, who's this Jim Mayer? He's liking this stuff. And
Yeah.
and we're posting these videos, and then an hour later, here's this press conference.
yeah.
And
There he is.
now we know who Jim Mayer is.
Now I know who he is. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
Jim, his company's been involved in the track past couple years on just some billboard, basis, and they've been slowly working their way into. We've been talking to him for quite a while, trying to figure out something they can get more involved in, and not only the March meet, they're the title sponsor of the 2 Saturday night shows in
Oh, very
June
nice.
and September also. So
So,
all 3 events.
a really big naming sponsorship as well.
Yeah.
And
we're
then
pretty happy.
and Rob did a great job putting that together. And
Yeah, the colors that you see are actually Good Vibrations colors. That's their traditional logo, and
Okay.
so Rob did a great job tying all that together into a March meet logo that Jim, we just kind of showed it to him, and he fell over when
was
he
this
saw
a
it.
long deal for you guys, or was it something kind of came together kind of quickly?
We've been talking to him about the past year about getting involved in the March meet and the Saturday night shows, and I think what really helped, what closed the deal, is he flew in for the last Saturday night show in September. He showed up to the race and he showed me his cell phone. He says, "Hey, nice crowd you got here." And I looked at the phone. Where'd you get the picture? Oh, I just flew over, just landed right over here. So, so he came in, and that kind of helped him realize the magnitude of those shows.
Right.
And of course, being at the reunion and knowing that our race is a bit bigger, it really just kind of made him feel real comfortable. He's getting involved in some pretty good stuff.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah,
And that was the reaction we got from him. The video, by the way, is posted on Bakersfield on our. Well, we're gonna post it on Bakersfield.com of the press conference, but we also have it on our Facebook page too, where. Mike didn't ask any questions. I had to ask all the questions. What was up with that, by the way?
Speaking you have to work once in a while.
I know. Here we go. Let's talk about some racing, though. This is the funny car. Dan Horan, and go ahead and roll the video, Chris, of the funny car final. And it's going to be really loud, so I'm going to turn it down a little bit. But John Hale, Dan Horan.
Drag race loud?
Drag race. A great race. And the burnout here, this is Griff's camera from the side there. That's the Budweiser lane that Griff's standing next to, or is that the Auto Club lane?
Right lane is Budweiser, left lane is Auto Club. Yeah.
So there we go.
So now we're in the left lane.
Yep. So now I'm up, in the VIP area where I like to kind of hang out, and that's where I was standing next to the folks from the Isle of Man. And here's the race.
Yeah. They got off the line pretty even, and then right about half track, you see Horan just pulls away.
Right.
He ran a 72, I think it was. Is that what it was in the final?
I think, he's really, they said it was pretty close at 1,000 feet, and then just the last.
He just kind of trucked on away from there. And what Dan's been working hard on reaction time, which is how long it takes you to react to a green light. And that could win or lose you a race, and it's lost him a couple this year. And so he made up for that. And that was a repeat of last year's final, just flip-flop the winner status.
Let's go ahead and show
good
just
for him.
real quick the Dan Horan soundbite. I know you don't have a
was he happy at all?
He was very happy.
Dan, congratulations. What a way to finish the season.
Well, it's our last race with probably the most talented crew chief out here, Ron Swearingen, and I think it's just an awesome day. And I thank Jesus Christ, and I'm just happy to be here, and I can't say anything more. I mean, I've been coming to this race since 1992 and finally got one in the win column.
All right, Chris, come back to us. So what Dan was saying, though, is that he really paid close attention to the fact that Ronnie Swearingen, his longtime crew chief, is leaving and going to another team, and he really praised him for the work he's done on that. So
yeah, he took the high road there. I mean, he could have, not even mentioned, who got him there. Ronnie helped him out, helped him for a long time, and Ronnie's been a great crew chief for a long time. So he's moving on to a team next year, and that's actually Robert Overholser's team, the California Hustler. He's moving on there, so
we could expect maybe some big things from Overholser next year. I mean,
we're going to find out. We're going to find out how good of a driver Robert is. That car's going to be ready to run. Right. So good for him. He's got a good chance to run quick.
Horan, a quality guy. I mean, John. I mean, good guys in this field. I mean, it's hard to. Really hard to root against any. We've talked to James Day. We've talked to Mark Sanders. We've talked to Horan and Hale. But a really terrific final and terrific funny car.
Yeah, and a great story about Mark, too. I mean, he finished up that race the weekend before in Memphis, Tennessee. And both Mark, there's 3 cars, I think it was. Mark, I know, and also Jason Rupert. They literally packed up on Monday morning and headed out to California. That's a long haul to get there for a Friday qualifier. And they made it.
They made it, right. And then this guy, I mean, historically, Griffith, what Tony Bartone accomplished, I mean, he ran the table the whole season.
Yeah, I mean, that's just unprecedented in nostalgia racing. And if I'm not mistaken, I think he was quick ET and
go ahead and show the video, Chris.
Top speed at each meet as well. So it was just utter domination.
Yeah.
And here's
Bartone
winning after winning.
You plod along, you keep going, you try to do your best, and we don't expect anything. We try to win rounds, we try to win races, and race wins turned into a championship this year.
All right, so go ahead and play the Top Fuel. So you talk about race wins, and racing's like is like life, and this is the actual final from there. We'll have the full interview with Tony Bartone posted here on Bakersfield.com.
Cool.
It's already on the Famoso website, or actually on the Facebook page. But here it is from the VIP section, and Bartone. The red light from Rick White, and Bartone throws his arm up in victory and drove one-handed
halfway down the track.
So we got a couple looks at it here, and still ran 212 miles an hour. He's already got the win there.
Yeah.
So a sweep for Bartone for the whole season. It already was the national championship coming in. So there you see his arm go up.
It's up.
There it is.
I got it.
You got it. And
I think his thumbs up too.
yeah,
That's cool.
Yeah.
So Bartone with the win. And
Yeah.
let me go through a couple of these other. We're running out of time because we'll go to 12:02 on this. But in some of the other things, A Fuel, Bobby Cottrell was the winner over Bill Wayne. And Pro Mod. By the way, show the Pro Mod video, Chris. Because this was ridiculous. This was Mike Maggio.
Maggio,
he
that car runs.
hit it.
Yeah. 69, I think it was. Is
Yeah,
that what it was?
569.
Yeah, there it is. Almost
260
yeah.
miles an hour.
Yeah.
I mean, that was incredible.
Yeah, they had a little problem on Friday. They threw the driveline out of the car and caused some pretty good carnage in the car, and they repaired it. And
is that going to be a class you're going to kind of keep an eye on? Because I mean, when I don't remember it as much, but when that car went off, I was like, holy smokes!
Well, he runs with the West Coast Outlaw Pro Mods, and but Mike also runs with PSCA, NMCA. He runs anything. He's got enough backing to go do what he wants to do.
Right.
It's
impressive
good for him. Yeah,
impressive.
that's a quality car right there.
It was unfortunate because, and I'm not going to try to pronounce the last name, Caciopio. I'm not sure. I think
It's Rob.
It's Rob. Rob had trouble and was hung up there. And
yeah,
so,
the car something happened on the burnout.
Yeah.
He pulled over and had to wait
Right.
until Mike made his run. So he had the best seat in the house.
Yeah, absolutely. Sportsman class, and we'll get to this one here in a second. Bobby Cottrell and the 7.0 Pro. 7.0 Pro B, Jesse Adams, and the NE1, Bakersfield Jason
Bakersfield
Barnum
again.
with the win.
Yeah.
And by the way, that was probably one of the best races of the day because he beat Hans Jacob in a very tight race there by just thousandths of a second, I think. And then A-Gas was Eric Bush. It says 7.0 Pro, but it should be NE1. Go ahead and play that video, Chris. This is Jason Barta with the victory in 7.0 Pro, and a Bakersfield guy, and one that Griffith was familiar with. You got it? No. Yeah, no. No. Read all the videos back to me real quick. Okay, well, you guys want to have that one. I thought we did.
We had Jason winning, and back in the day, I know his dad, Steve, from old days.
Yeah,
we'll just say that from a long time ago, and Steve's still racing.
Yeah, and this just I hate to keep bringing up ANRA, but this shows the quality of cars that come to ANRA. All these names you see, they're winning Butch's races, and just these guys show up here and just run really, really well all year long.
Well, ANRA was, and these guys talked about ANRA too. How important ANRA was to them. There was some buzz about ANRA. What it accomplished, got these guys ready for this, and a big win. I mean, they were very excited about this because the quality of the competition was still through the roof. I mean, it was amazing.
It's incredible. Yeah, the A-Gas car count at the reunion was just.
There were like 30 of them, or
almost 30. I think it was 29.
Yeah, A-Gas. It's just like,
hey,
here's Tom Mocked knew you would like this photo.
This concerned us when we saw this happening. We couldn't see any markings on those. We're like, what are these?
Well, they were so in the military was so impressed with the tower they had to stop by and check it out.
Aerial look at it. So
there you see it, and we're gonna close the show. Turn off the mics and close out the show with some of these fantastic pictures from
Bill Dunlap,
from Tom Mocked, and we'll see you guys next week here on the Baker Motorsports Power Hour.